All right, welcome back. And I promised we were going to talk about door swings. Door swing is which way the door moves. When it opens. Okay. The rule of thumb is that all doors should open into the rooms that they're giving you access to. All right. And we also want to set up those door swings to where they, are less to where they don't get into the way. They don't use up a lot of space. So, for instance, this room down here, I want to do a door swing, and I'm going to use my trusty compass. And all I do to set up my door swing is I just adjust my compass to the size of the opening. And I want to get to the inside of the opening because that's the way I want my door to swing, to the inside. And I also want to swing toward the wall, like so. Okay, that way the door is less in the way. If I were to swing the door this way, then of course you would have a door that pretty much obstructs everything. And then of course I draw the body of the door, and the body of the door, of course the door fits inside of this hole, so what you have to do is you draw the part of it right there, and then of course come right onto the inside and draw the other side to it. That way you kind of have this little corner right there. Darken that in. So that's how you do your door swings. Closet doors are a little bit different. They are going to swing into the room. You can't really swing these small closets. You can't swing the doors into the closet. That's just not going to work. So they will actually swing out into the room. And as far as which way they face, just some of them you just have to choose. This one I think I'm going to swing this way because it's really not going to matter. Either way it goes, it's still going to have the same effect space-wise on the bedroom. This door over here in the bathroom, because it's going to invade less space over here, I'm going to swing it over that way, okay? But again, that what might matter is the way I continue to develop that bathroom and where I put things like my toilet, my sink, and my bathtub. So that could have an effect on how I do this door. It might even have an effect on where I put the door. I might even change the door and put it over here if I need to. So that is how you do your door swings. Okay, and now get to the next part. And you don't have to start this right now, but once I get down to it and I start figuring out that this is what I want, that this is how this is going to be, I start darkening in some of my lines. Me personally, I use different size pencils to get thicker lines. What I want to do now, my outside, my exterior walls over here, they're going to be, the outside part of this wall is going to be thicker. So I'm going to make it a lot bolder, okay, darker. All right, and I may even double that up and not just do a single line, but do sort of a double line. Okay, so there's my double line. Now the interior walls, I'll just do with a single line. So the interior portion of this wall just gets the one line, like so. I need to carry that on over here. Okay, so these are becoming more permanent. And that's why I darken them in now, because I know I'm more than likely not going to change those. Okay, same thing over here. Okay, and the exterior portion, you kind of draw fully from corner to corner. The interior portion, you want to watch out for where your walls join. You don't want to darken that in because I'll show you what happens to that in just a second. Let's draw these lines. I probably should draw those a little bit thinner. I'll probably get a thinner pencil to do that with. But anyway, so there I went. And now I'm going to erase these little lines that are inside of my wall, because the walls, they kind of join together and they become one. And that's kind of how I represent that. Erasing those little lines inside of there. So I'll continue going around darkening in these lines, and you'll kind of see the finished product. You don't have to watch me darken in all of these lines. I wouldn't recommend that. But of course, I'll continue going around and filling out the rest of the house, and I might come to a point where I see that I have to extend the wall somewhere to accommodate something that I want or something that I need. Okay, so that is how you get going. Now, one thing that a lot of people have trouble doing is dividing the space. Okay, because we are dividing a space. We're not adding spaces to a space. We are dividing a space. As you saw how I drew these walls and kind of divided everything up there. It's not the easiest thing to do in the beginning. Excuse me. And it just takes practice, and it takes doing it again and again and again to finally get to a point where you understand, okay, now I'm dividing the space and I'm using it all very efficiently. Okay, so you'll have trouble with that at first. You'll have trouble dividing the space, but don't worry, it'll come to you.